Yeah, they knocked me down 7 times, but they ain't count to 8. Let's go. I've been knocked down more times than I can remember. Felt the cold paving in the middle of December. Yeah. Had the world on my shoulders, had my back to the wall. Had to answer every question when I didn't have a call. Yeah. I've been broke, I've been beat, I've been left for dead. Had the doubts in my head, had the tears that I shed. But every time I hit the ground, I got up again. Cause the fight inside my chest is a fight that never ends. They don't see the quiet moments when I'm picking up the pieces, when I'm stitching up the wounds while the world just watches creases form on my face. But I smile through the pain, cause I know that after rain, the sun gon' shine again. Resilience, that's the only thing that kept me breathing. When the world was trying to break me, I was never leaving. Resilience, I was built to bend but never fold. Every scar upon my body is a story to be told. Resilience, they don't know the half of what it took to wake up every morning and still find a will to look at the mirror and believe that I was meant for something more. Resilience, I'm the one who made it through the war. I remember losing everything I thought I needed. Had to watch the seeds I planted while the garden was depleted. Had to start from 0 more times than I count. Had to dig into the soil when there wasn't any mount or hope to stand on. But I stood anyway, built a ladder from the rubble that was left from the freight. Every setback was a setup for a comeback story. Every failure was a lesson, every loss was glory. In the making, I was taking all the hits and still swinging. I was losing all the battles, but the war was what I'm bringing. Now the war is over, but the scars are still here, reminding me that resilience is the reason I'm here. Resilience, oh, that's the only thing that kept me breathing. When the world was trying to break me, I was never leaving. Resilience, I was built to bend but never fold. Every scar upon my body is a story to be told. Resilience, they don't know the half of what it took to wake up every morning and still find a will to look at the mirror and believe that I was meant for something more. Resilience, I'm the one who made it through the war. I learned that falling ain't the same as staying down. I learned that losing ain't the same as being bound to the fate that they decide. I write my own chapters. I've been through the flood, I've been through the rapture, and I'm still here, still standing, still fighting for the light, still rising from the ashes in the middle of the night. When nobody was watching, when nobody believed, I was holding on to hope like a branch on a tree. In the storm, in the wind, in the pouring rain, I was telling myself, you gon' make it through the pain. And I did, and I am, and I will to the end. Resilience is the muscle that I learned how to bend. Now I'm standing on the other side looking back at the climb, and I wouldn't change a second, I wouldn't trade the time. Cause the struggle made me stronger, the pain made me real. Every wound that I carried taught me how to heal. Now I'm moving through the world with a different type of stride. I don't run from the pressure, I don't run from the tide. I just walk through the fire like it's part of the plan. Cause resilience is the backbone of the type of man that I became. When the world tried to break me in two, I took the pieces and I built something better than new. Now I'm giving hope to the ones who feel like giving up, telling them keep going, you ain't had enough. Resilience, yeah, they don't know what it took, but I know, and that's enough. Resilience, yeah. You carry me so I can carry them. This ain't just my story, it's the bloodline. Let's go. I've been thinking about my granddaddy, the stories that he told About the weight he carried, about the hands that couldn't hold the opportunities he never got, the doors that stayed shut. He was born into a world that told him, you ain't enough. Now I'm standing on his shoulders, I'm walking through the doors he could only dream about. I'm making sure he knows that his struggle wasn't wasted, his pain wasn't in vain. Every sacrifice he made is flowing through my veins. I can feel him in my spirit when I'm moving through the room, when I'm signing on the line, when I'm facing the doom that they try to put on me. I remember who I am, I'm the product of a bloodline that refused to give a damn. It's for the bloodline, the ones who came before, they paved the road I'm walking, now I'm opening the door. This for the bloodline, the ones who never seen the life that I'm living, but I'm living out the dream. For the bloodline, I'm breaking every chain, the cycles that they couldn't stop, I'm let go of the pain. It's for the bloodline, the future in the past, I'm building something new that was never meant to last. My grandmother was working in the kitchens of the rich, washing dishes, cleaning houses just to put food on the list. She would come home late at night with her hands all worn, tell me, baby, get an education, that's the way you born. To be better than the rest, to be better than this. She would kiss me on the forehead, then she blow a kiss to the Lord for another day, another chance to fight. Now I'm sitting in a boardroom under different lights, and I think about her fingers, how they crack and they bled, how she never had a day where she wasn't in the red. Now I'm putting her name on the building that I bought, cause every step I ever took was the lesson that she taught. Us for the bloodline, the ones who came before, they paved the road I'm walking, now I'm opening the door. It's for the bloodline, the ones who never seen the life that I'm living, but I'm living out the dream. For the bloodline, I'm breaking every chain, the cycles that they couldn't stop, I'm letting go of the pain. It's for the bloodline, the future in the past, I'm building something new that was never meant to last. I've been studying the patterns, looking at the lines, see the trauma, see the struggle, see the way it was designed to keep us in the cycle, keep us in the box, keep us fighting for the pennies while they counting up the stocks. I said, not on my watch, not in my name. I'm the one who breaks the cycle, I'm the one who takes the blame for the generations coming, for the ones who ain't here yet. I'm building a foundation that they never gon' forget. I've been digging up the roots, I've been planting new seeds, I've been watering with hope, I've been pulling out the weeds of addiction, of fear, of the things that held us back. Now I'm standing at the front of the line with a different kind of trade. Now I got a son and I hold him in my arms, look into his eyes and I promise him no harm. From the cycles that I broke, from the pain that I healed, I'm giving him a future that was never revealed. To the ones who came before, they couldn't see this day, but they fought for it in ways that they could never say out loud. In the quiet, in the working of their hands, now I'm standing on the mountain, I'm fulfilling all the plans that they had in their hearts when they didn't have a voice. Now I'm making sure my son has a different kind of choice, not survival but abundance, not the struggle but the peace. That's the power of a bloodline when the cycles finally cease. Bloodline, I carry him with me, and I'm carrying the next. This is for the ones who came before, and the ones who come after. We made it. Yeah, this ain't just for me, it's for everybody who stayed. The block made me, now I'm bringing it back. Let's go. I remember when the block was the only thing that held me, when the streets was cold and the stories that they told me were the only truth I knew, the only God I had. Now I'm standing on the corner with a different type of bag, but the corner ain't changed even though I did. Same faces, same places, same kids on the grid, trying to find a way out, trying to find a light. Same as I was back then, fighting every night. Now I'm coming back around with the love that they gave me, with the lessons that they taught me, with the faith that they saved me. Ain't forget a single name, ain't forget a single face. I'm a product of the struggle, I'm a product of this place. I'm coming back for the ones who held me down, for the block that raised me up when I coming back for the ones who stay true. Stay true. Every dollar that I make, I'm bringing back to you. Hey, hey. I'm coming back for the dreamers in the struggle. For the ones who kept it real when the world tried to bubble. I'm coming back. Yeah, I finally made a way. Now I'm pulling up to stay. I'm pulling up to stay. I remember M's dancing on the second floor. Let me sleep on the couch when we couldn't afford a roof over our heads. She ain't asked for nothing back. Just say young and you gon' make it. I can see it in the fact that you different, you special. You got something they ain't got. Now I'm knocking on the door with an envelope and knots, paying back the kindness that she showed me as a kid. That's the type of energy that keeps the block uplifted. And my homie from the crew, he was doing life. I write him every month, I call him every night. Tell him keep your head up, we gon' see you when you out. He the reason that I'm focused, he the reason that I shout. For the ones who ain't make it, for the ones who still inside, for the ones who never ran, for the ones who never hide. I'm coming back for the ones who held me down, for the block that raised me up when I was on the ground. I'm coming back for the ones who stay true. Every dollar that I make, I'm bringing back to you. Yeah, yeah. I'm coming back for the dreamers in the struggle, for the ones who kept it real when the world tried to bubble. I'm coming back. Yeah, I finally made a way. Now I'm pulling up to stay. I'm pulling up to stay. They ask me why I still come around the block, why I still got the same number, why I never changed the lock on the door to my past. I tell them that's my home. I ain't too good for the people who helped me grow. I ain't too big for the corners where I learned to stand. I ain't too rich for the hands that helped me be a man. This success ain't mine alone. It's borrowed from the village that poured into a kid who was hungry, scared, and brilliant. So I'm pouring back the same way every chance I get, opening up doors for the ones who ain't seen them yet. Starting programs in the hood, scholarships for the kids, telling them I was you once, look at what I did. Now I'm back up on the block with a duffel full of hope. Not just money, but the message that they taught me on the slope of the hill that I was climbing, that we all still climbing. Together ain't no one getting left behind. In the struggle, we a unit, we a family, we a tribe. I've been blessed to see the other side. Now I'm providing a ride for the next generation, for the ones who come behind, showing them that the block don't have to limit what you find in yourself, in your heart, in the fire that you hold. You can turn the pain to power, you can turn the cold to a flame that'll light up the whole neighborhood. I'm living proof that the comeback is understood. Come back, yeah. This ain't goodbye, yeah. This is I'm here to stay. For the block, for the ones who made